Old school RuneScape is a game with many various skills intertwining to create a massive world with tons of quests, areas, and activities for the players to explore and take part in. But what if you could only use one skill at a time? Well, say hello to my Iron Man account. I've spent the past 900 hours doing exactly that. One skill at a time in a randomly determined order by spinning a wheel, keeping skills that would prove far too tedious or undoable locked behind other prerequisites. We've so far conquered Hunter, Cooking, and most recently Farming, and now it's time to do it all again. Welcome to CapeLocked. Kicking things off at 71 smithing, we are still a long ways away from the end goal of 99, especially doing this all without mining or access to Giant's Foundry. For those who don't know, Giant's Foundry is a smithing minigame locked behind this very simple quest called Sleeping Giants, which released June of 2022. All of it really entails is just meeting a hill giant by the name of Kovac, helping him fix up his shop, and learning to make giant swords under his supervision. However, the very niche problem that I've run into is that in order to repair his shop, I require a small list of things that sadly include 3 oak logs. Following the wiki page, the Quest Helper plugin, everything seems to say that these 3 oak logs are necessary to fix both the trip hammer as well as the polishing wheel. However, I've personally seen the wiki be wrong about a few things here and there, or just be updated about things that I thought to be wrong previously. And while this quest isn't, particularly old, I do have the sneaking suspicion that maybe this quest is doable and I just don't know it. I've been thinking that it's rather odd that it specifically mentions oak logs and not just any type of log, or that it's the logs itself and not oak planks, which are much more notable in other types of quests involving repairing things. So I'm at least going to try and test a lot of these other things and other logs my account does have access to, and I'm hoping that some of them are going to just be able to do the trick in completing this quest. If I thought it was right, well then I can greatly improve how this grind is going. If I'm wrong, well, at least I gave it a try, and it's back to buying ore at Blast Furnace, manifesting an oak log spawn in Varlamore, Part 3. Alright, so I've got logs, teak logs, magic logs, maple logs, oak planks, and regular planks. I've got the nails, the hammer, the chisel, the bucket of water because I don't have ice gloves, and I got the wool. I've got everything I need for this quest. I just gotta try to punch this guy, and let's hope that this is doable. Alright, well, on the bright side, we've gained access to this area. Alright, so tasked with fixing the tools, we've got the polishing wheel, the grindstone, and the trip hammer. Well, the grindstone is something we can just do with our chisel here. For the grindstone, yes. The trip hammer and the polishing wheel both require at least an oak log or 2. So I'm going to hope that something else here works. I've got planks. I got like other kinds of logs. Only 2 log. I don't think it's gonna work. What if I use things on it? Oh. Teak log, magic log. I'm even prompting something. Okay, oak plank. No. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, it's worth a try at least. Alright, well, despite this XP tracker saying that I've gotten none, because this method is a little finicky with the XP tracker because it I don't know, it doesn't seem to register that I'm getting experience, even though very clearly I am. That is now level 72, which means I can make adamant maces and crystal legs and noxious halberds and other things I can't have access to. Yeah, it also doesn't post in the client, which I think is even funnier. Like, these guys have no idea. Nearing the end of the many mithril bars smelting, as you guys can see. Oh, Milo's here. This Hex D115 guy has just been pedaling the bike every now and again, which I think is really funny, because then it just kind of shovels my stuff into the furnace for me. But what I learned, as you guys can see in the chat there from Lovely Gamer, known as Switch Cell, is that if I do my coal first and then my mithril, I don't lose my coal. If I leave coal unattended in the blast furnace while I hop worlds, it's not going to be there. But if it's paired with a type of ore, such as my mithril ore, then everything works out. So I actually don't even need my main to do this, which is so much better because now I can do other more fun shit on my main. Life is grand. So with this last pop, I will have finished all of my smelting. But one thing I think is funny is that if I stand over here by the bank, I can then walk over here and have it smelt, which means I would get the experience tracked and I would get the pop up in the clan chat, which I think is funny. But well, that is all my bars smelted. We can go collect them. Throw them on over here in the bank. And now it is time to make however many plate bodies, 4,500 mithril bars will make me. So, yeah. Ooh, before I do, I forgot I've got the 90 adamant ore. I'm gonna buy coal, smelt the bars, and have the adamant so I can do it for whatever the fuck other adamant stuff I make. There we go. Now we're done smelting. Time to start smithing. This will be 73 smithing. Very cool. There's 1 mil on the account, so that is now about just under the 1/13th mark, I guess, which, oh, I'm coping so hard. 74. Alright, with just a couple more inventories of mithril bars to go, I'm going to be able to hit the next and final level of this set of plate bodies here, being level 75, nice and clean. Adamant cinematars, blah, 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 all this kind of fun stuff. And also a total level of 400. Wowie! Alright, now we've got 900 mithril plate bodies, about 16k, and it's time to sell, sell, sell. And here it is, the end of the mithril plate bodies for this round. We're gonna end up with 2.6 mil. And we're now gonna be able to fucking turn into even more plate bodies down the road. So they're exciting, but I've got something else in mind that I want to at least attempt before moving forward. Thanks to the help of Hunter allowing me to catch Magpie Implings for their drops of Rings of Recoil, I have managed to do a small handful of quests that typically require some form of combat to complete, like Corsair Curse or Beneath Ice Mountain. However, I've yet to even attempt a quest similar to this, and that's Demon Slayer. While the big baddie demon Delbrith only has about 7 hit points, the fight does take place surrounded by dark wizards that I've always assumed would just very easily pick me off without any trouble on their end, but with a failed attempt at Sleeping Giants earlier, I figured why not just double down and attempt yet another quest I'm not entirely confident in, so, you know, here we go. Let's talk to Eris and get this shit started. Alright, so we talk to this guy and learn about the keys. We get a key from this guy. Flush some water down the drain. We then pick up a rusty key from the sewer. And then for the low, low price of 25 bones that have accumulated through Hunter, now get a third key. All that's left is to prep, get what we need, fight this demon, and by fight I mean stand there as he punches me in the face and gets recoiled down. And hopefully this will go much better than I originally thought it would. Alright, not gonna lie, I'm pretty fucking nervous, but I've got a Ring of Recoil equipped with 3 backups just in case. I've got a bunch of chocolate cake to hopefully heal through the damage needed. And I've learned by reading the wiki that even just equipping the Silverlight will double all the damage that I deal to the demon. So my Rings of Recoil will now actually be dealing 2 damage instead of 1. It's just the mages and the wizards I have to worry about. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so just like start cutscene or something. Okay, thank God. As long as I take my time, part of the wiki, I should be fine. I just gotta get it so that he's the one hitting me, not the wizards. And then it should be pretty straightforward. Okay. Don't want that. Although, I gotta get him over here without this guy beating my ass. Can I just lose aggro if I walk away? What do you think? I don't have to walk around the tree. Maybe, okay, hold on. That's 1 down. Now, if I take my time... Oh, shit, shit, shit. Okay, not good. Be very careful here. I think it might just be better to just let them take me down. This is the higher level one. 2 level 7s, 1 level 20. Dear God. Ah! Okay, there's the hard one, I think. Now if I just run over here, can I get him to aggro me? Hello? Hello? Oh, I should have brought a goblin hammer or something to hit him. How do I get this guy to fight me? Okay, we're gonna have to come back. Okay, so now that I've got a goblin hammer to bonk the demon without dealing any damage, it's now round 2. So run on in. A nice safe spot. Okay, let me go here. Go here. Which one? This one's the okay. Level 20. I can take it here. Ooh. Okay, we're good. Dangerous, but we're good. And then, yes, I need the demon to hit me. Shit. Okay, it's very wonky, but we're doing it. It's so stupid. That one's the level 20k. I want to get. You don't see me. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the level 20, I guess. This guy's got a max hit of 6, so we're just gonna pretty much just be eating cake every time we get down to a 6. Like so, essentially, and then yeah, so we whittled him down before, so I'm not too worried about that being a big issue here. But do a good job on keeping track of our rings of recoil. Like he's already at half, so I'm not super worried about this guy. Those could be famous last words. There we go. We love hitting 1s. That is still damage on the recoil. 5s are kind of scary. I don't like that you could fucking 2-hit me. But yeah, once this guy's kind of dead, like this guy's kind of like might as well be the fucking quest boss. To be entirely honest here. Okay, that's 9. So okay, that guy's dead. We've got 6. Fuck, that guy still hit me. Okay, we're gonna break. Remove. And we'll break 1. Because then, yeah, we'll have 40 on the next one. We'll wear this one. Then I want to get the demon. Ooh. What I just thought about is that if I take a step and I despawn these guys again, I'm going to refight level 21. Eesh. Okay, we're just going to go for it. Hopefully, okay. This is fine. This is fine. You guys have much less HP, so I'm not too worried about it. I'd much rather have these guys fight me instead of having to respawn the fucking level 20, so not too picky about that. But they've also got much less HP, much lower, what's it called, max hits, so not super concerned here. Let's just kind of speed on through these guys. Okay, there we go. There's one guy dead. I guess we might as well get fucking all 3 since that's what it's coming to. We're gonna truly save Varrock from everything in this little circle. There we go. Okay, so that is these guys. I feel like once again, what I'm gonna go ahead and do, just that we've got a full one, is we're gonna break the ring. We're gonna wear that one. I have to. Fuck! I gotta turn my fucking combat things. Alright, there we go. I've got my goblin hammer, which reminder gives me negative 100 to everything here. So there's fucking 0% chance to actually hit. I just need to do a 0 to this guy. We're gonna go ahead and do that. What just popped up? I better wheel seal. I don't fucking want to. Is that really gonna be? Huh. Well, I guess I can't do this quest. Because if I wield the sword and attack him, that would run the risk of getting melee XP, which don't want to do. And if I can't attack him with the Goblin Hammer, damn. So, not quite possible just yet. Maybe if I get like magic or something, I could do like a curse spell on him to get his attention or whatever, but damn, even Demon Slayer. Fucking 0 for 2 in terms of quests this season. Season? Episode. Goddamn, what the hell? Well, it was at least worth a shot, right? Attempting both the Sleeping Giants and even Demon Slayer quest, and learning that neither are possible just yet with the account's limitations. Some good news at least is that we are ending off this week at 75 smithing, with an ever-growing cash stack to boot. With Varlamore Part 3 coming on the 23rd, I can still only hope that it will have a solution to the ongoing oak log issue that will just ultimately make this grind a hell of a lot better. But until then, we gotta keep carrying on with what we've got. Shout out to all the channel members, and a special shout out to those on screen for going above and beyond. And with that, I shall see you guys next time. Later.